Hey soldiers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Now Experts Time channel. We discuss various topics in our channel. It is recorded and maintained in this channel. If you want to learn about more what discussed in this channel, may that video will help you. So in today's discussion, what we are going to discuss is admin configuration. So when you talk about ServiceNow side, ServiceNow is giving a various options. You can play admin role, you can play a developer role, you can play a tester role, you can play architect role, you can play a consultant role. So many roles ServiceNow is supporting to play in the various area. So here I selected one area that is called admin because admin it's a baseline to start your career in ServiceNow, to start your experience from appropriate modules. If you are clear in the administrative aspect, then development and other area you can easily manage it. So admin module or admin not module admin role, it's a baseline for your all role to play in ServiceNow. So here what is a similarity, because ServiceNow side we have a various modules like ITSM, CSM, HRSD, ITOM, many things, WASD, etc., etc. So each module definitely we need administrator role so that they can easily maintain the business as usual or operations in their business landscape. So what is the similarity for this admin? If I want to play this admin role for all various modules, then what I need to learn? Is ServiceNow supporting any capability, any items it is there? I can easily read it and I can understand it. Yes, few items I'm going to talk that area. Few items based on my experience I'm going to talk in this session. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe it and support for further videos. The basic learning, if you want to play administrator role, these are all the six aspect. It's very important. Out of box, tables, fields, basic of coding, data and user interface. If you know this information, then you are very good administrator in ServiceNow side. Out of box, yes, what is that? Out of box means everything it is ready-madely available in ServiceNow instance. You need to configure the data into the appropriate table. That's all. So if you want to configure that appropriate value, then you should know the table name, you should know the field name so that you can do it. If you are configuring where the result is going to pop up, that information also pretty much important. So these areas are covered in this out of box section. Next, tables. Tables and fields relationship, these are all dependent. That means 2, 3, 4 are dependent. If any tool, cloud or on-prem, whatever it is, everything it having a database. So database side, everything it handled via tables, table relationship, field, like that. The same concept is applicable in ServiceNow side as well. So front side, what you are seeing, that is a user interface. Once you enter that value and click the save button, then backend it store as a tables, table and rows, columns, etc., values, etc. That's the way it will store it there. So table to table relationship, table to field relationship, field to field relationship, these are all the things you should understand in the second point, third point and fourth point. So if you understood this point very clear with respect to out of box tables, then you are a proper admin. Next, basic coding. So in coding aspect, no need to write more code. Very simpler codes it supports for your admin, like 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, less than 5 line codes. If you're writing, then it is sufficient for an administrator aspect. So after that, you can plan for a developer transformation, but in initial less than 5 line code, it is sufficient to manage that admin role. Data and user interface point of view, like omni channels, what are all they? then some simple policy creations, some simple data oriented manipulations. So those things, it comes under your admin role. We can go and talk one by one, maybe that will help you. This is admin key focus area. So we can take first one point, like a foundation data. What is foundation data? As administrator, if I'm a admin for ITSM, if I'm admin for CSM, or if I'm admin for a HRSD, each module is having a foundation data, right? So every module it should run means some baseline data it is required. That baseline data, it is called as a foundation data. One similarity, if you take a sample example ITSM, CSM, and HRSD, the sample similarity is user data or employee data, correct? So user name, user detail, user company, user location, user holiday calendar maintenance. So those things we call it as a foundation data. So if you take what point I have highlighted and apply this ITSM, CSM, HRST, it is having the same similar options. Name wise, something, it is some changes will be there, but basic informations, this one. And a similar way, the common another layer is a service catalog. So ServiceNow side, we always providing our services with the help of catalog. We call it as catalog driven services. So catalog also one of the foundation data. So much of foundation data are there. That foundation data, how I can identify, I just explained. Okay, I have an experience, I understood, I just explained. If I am a fresher, I don't know what is ServiceNow, or I know something but I don't know something. So how I can get the full-fledged foundation data related information? Here ServiceNow is helping you. Where? What capability is available in ServiceNow? The next step I entered like a guided setup. Remember, this guided setup is a supporter for an admin. If anyone is asking, I want to configure foundation data for CSM, I want to configure foundation data for HRSD, I want to configure a foundation data for ITSM. If this is a question from your opposite person, don't worry, directly go to this guided setup, it will help you. We can see that information in ServiceNow instance, may that will help you. So if you go to your home page and click all, this is left navigation pan, and type guided setup, we can take in this scenario ITSM as a guided setup. So ITSM side, what are all the foundation data are there, that we can discuss. You try with CSM, you try with HRSD. If you have any questions, come back to me, I will help you. So in this ITSM guided setup, you just type guided setup, select ITSM guided setup. Once you clicked, it will route it to the ITSM guided setup page. So here all options it will be there. What are all the things they are representing as a foundation data from ITSM point of view? Everything is tracked in this one page, that is called guided setup. So if you see platform branding, so here ServiceNow logo is there. Instead of ServiceNow logo, you want to change your business logo, then you can change it. This is also one of the foundation data, because banner image, customer logos, those are all the things, it's pretty much important to showcase in your ServiceNow instance, right? So those things also you can consider as a foundation data, where, what, how, everything it will be answered here. We can go one by one. So similar way, it put a different tabular. Instead of checking here, you directly go here and click get started button. Then it will display all type of information with respect to your foundation data. Okay, so here see step by step, again I'm saying step by step informations are highlighted in the guided step setup. So if anyone asking or anyone coming what is foundation data, forget it everything, go directly guided setup and explain this information one by one. That's all, it will answer your complete queries. So here for example system configuration you want to do, then we just click this system configuration. Here options are showing how to configure a company, then just click a configure button, it will route it to automatic table. So which table you want to configure, that table it automatically configured here. So here you want to change the banner image, yes you can change it, you put your company logos, company images, what you want, you can add it and save it and go back and follow the remaining next course of actions. So once you configure this option, you click mark as complete, so that You can easily understand what are all the things you have completed, what are all the things you have not completed. That clarity it will be there. So step by step approaches are available in this guided setup. What informations are highlighted here, you just go with the same order. Remember that word, same order. This, if you complete this, then you go to the second. If you complete this and go to the third, that order needs to be followed properly. So we discussed about the foundation data, right? That foundation data, how I should check. What is ServiceNow recommendation? I'm saying I'm an experienced candidate, but ServiceNow point of view, what is ServiceNow? Is saying it's a foundation data. So these 7 points, it is highlighted as a foundation data. For example, if you want to configure the user information, you just click that user. So user and the remaining all are a different table. User is a baseline table because the user is having a all relationship, department, locations, companies, groups, group members, assignment roles. So user is connecting with multi-table connection, one to many connection. Yeah. So before going to this one to many connection, first you need to fulfill these orders so that it will fulfill your data. Correct. So if you want to configure the departments, just go and click this, and what are all the information it is showing in this area, you just do it. For example, if it's showing as a configure button, just click the configure button. Once you click the configure button, it will route it to the appropriate table. If you have a full-fledged data, because we don't want to create a one by one data, instead of that you have a group of company names, then group of company name, you need to feed it. How to feed it, that steps it will explain in this steps. So you can use that CSV file, upload it, submit it, and what are all the explanation it's telling, you go with one by one. It's very simple, it's not that much complication. So if you see similar type of approach, so departments, so everything, if you have a bulk data like a CSV file format, go with that approach. For any reason you have only one data, you want to configure one department, one location, one company, then you directly go to the table and you need to configure it. So if that is a case, for any reason here you don't have any option to identify what is a table name, then don't worry. In your web URL, from the address bar, there is a table name always is highlighted. The table name, it always ends with dot do. So dot to do, before the dot do, what you are seeing, that is a table name. This is one step. Another step is, if you don't have any clarity about the table name, don't worry. Directly go your left navigation pan, type tables. Under system definition, there is a table option is there. You just open it. Here, the complete table. What are all the plugin you installed? Those all type of plugin tables are associated in this page. So for example, here you want to configure one company or one department, then you need to type just company. You don't know the table name. So if you want to research what is a table name, go to the area and you can see there are a number of company tables are there. Here it's specifying company table. So core underscore company, that is a table name. So you can easily identify this is a table. You go to the table and configure the data. Configure the data means just copy paste here. I will make it very simple. Copy this core underscore company, duplicate. After the servicenow.com, you remove this item, paste it, and put underscore list dot do. That's all. Very simple. You copy paste this table name in the next tab and add underscore list dot do and hit enter. Then what it will do? The list of companies it will display. If you want to configure the new company, just click new button, and what are all the fields are there, those field value just fulfill it. That's all. The fields and tables are already available based on your plugin enablement from ServiceNow. Now you are understanding the table and going to the table and filling that value for this each field and save the values or submit the values. This typing a value and saving that option, we call it as a configuration. That's all, very simple. So similar way, Company I just said as an example. Similar way, you take a location, department, etc., etc., you need to do it. So step by step approaches are available here. You follow this guided setup item and configure that information what you want or what do you think as a foundation data point of view. So I hope this item it will help you. So very simple. In this session I can put very simple information. The admin key focus area, we discuss about the foundation data. In this foundation data I just explained the guided setup, how the guided setup is helping you, and how the guided setup is supporting to identify the admin related activities. If you don't know the table name, where you should check, those are all the things we discussed in this session. I hope it will help you. This session, not only this session, this channel itself, it's helping you to understand things very simple, easy manner with less timing. That is a motto here. No free, only free training. I hope you are enjoying the session. Stay tuned. We will discuss another admin related parts in the next session. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much and good day. Goodbye.